Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to a brand new video. This is going to be your preview for the Burnley versus Leeds United game. Maybe one of the biggest games. And oh, I've got a friend with me today. Say hello. They got mauled. You got mauled by the Tigers. I was going to think of like a joke to do with it, but I couldn't think of anything to do. But, you got mauled, I guess. What the fuck am I? What the hell am I? What the fuck am I doing? Anyway, welcome to the preview. It's a weird start, but yeah, they got mauled. Sheffield United got mauled. Joffy, incredible. We love you, and you can sit. You can sit behind me. You can. I probably not even on the screen, but you can sit behind me. He's behind me right now. What's going on, boys, and welcome to a brand new video. I've already said that. This is your preview for the Burnley versus Leeds United game. As I've already said, let's go and start off, of course, with the last 6 meetings against Burnley, because this is now a massive game now that Sunderland drew to Plymouth. Sunderland also drew to Plymouth, and Sheffield United lost. So basically, if we win, it's been the best weekend because every team dropped points around us. If we lose, if the worst comes to worst and we lose this game, it's not that bad because of Sheffield United losing and, of course, Sunderland drawing. Even if we lose and it's the worst result, it's not bad at all because we're still, we're still there. Instead of it being like Sheffield United win and we're second, we'll still be top if we lose, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, welcome to the video. Let's go and start off with the last 6 meetings against Burnley. The last 6 times we played them, of course, was the last time, which was the 1-0 loss, where, yeah, Solomon slipped. Maybe Solomon can take revenge for that slip and actually be the one that wins the game, hopefully. Before then, we won 3-1 in 2022. 2021, we drew 1-1. We then, back in 2021 as well, 4-0 win. 2020, a 1-0 win. And then before then, we didn't play them until it was the EFL Cup where we won on penalties, actually. It was when we won on penalties back in 2017. So in the last 6 results, we've won 4, 1 draw, 1 loss. Burnley have scored 5 goals. Meanwhile, we've scored 11. So looking like at the most recent results against Burnley, we're the dominant team. We're better than them, basically. Now, going into recent form, I think that's something we've got to look at with both teams. The last 6 games for Burnley have been 3 draws and 3 wins. They drew against Middlesbrough, then they drew against Stoke. After that, they were able to beat Blackburn and beat Reading. The Reading game was the cup. Then they drew to Sunderland, and then they beat Plymouth 5-0. Now, if you look at our last 6 results, we've got 4 wins and 2 draws. So we're on better form than them. Of course, beating Derby, drawing to Blackburn, drawing to Hull before beating Harrogate in the Cup, Sheffield Wednesday, and Norwich. So recent times show that we're the better team, basically. It shows it there. Of course, we're in first now. With 28 games played, of course, this season. We're getting close to the end of the season. 17 wins, 8 draws, and 3 losses on 59 points. Meanwhile, Burnley are on 15 wins, 11 draws, and 2 losses on 56 points. Even if they do beat us, yes, they'll be on the same points as us, but we'll be ahead of them on goal difference. So whatever happens, we'll be top at the end of the week, which is good. At the end of the weekend, we'll be top. Now, let's go through the starting 11 and how I think we'll line up in this game. Of course, I think we'll start with Meslier in goal. That's not going to change at all. You're then going to have Bogle at right back. Then you're going to have your centre-back pairing. I think it's going to be Rodon and Ampadu again. That's okay. And then left back. There's a question. Does Firpo come in? I think he should, but I want to talk about this recently on Twitter. The hate for Sam Byram, it's astonishing. I don't believe it. I can't believe some of the hate for Sam Byram. The hate that Sam Byram is getting. It's just confusing me because he's been great for us since he's played. Every game he's played, he hasn't had a bad game. I don't think he's had a bad performance at all this season. But it just seems like he's just starting to get hate for no reason. Should never play again. Firpo for the rest of the season. I don't want to see Byron playing on the left again, at left back again. I'm like, what do you mean? He stops attacks. You could say maybe he slows attacks down, but I don't think that's hurt us at all this season. I don't think he slowed much down at all, in my opinion. And then we go into the midfield too, but yeah, I do think it's going to be Firpo starting at left back. I think that's the better option, but I just want to show some Byram some respect because he's been actually really good for us this season. The midfield too, I think is going to be, of course, I think it's actually going to be Tanaka and Gruev. I think we're going to go with Gruev because I think Falk's going to think this game, and what I think this game will be is a very, very tight game. So he's going to want Gruev in there, and I think he'll play Tanaka with Gruev, and that'll be the midfield too. So Rothwell will be on the bench, basically. It's harsh on Rothwell, but that's just the way I think it's going to be. The front 4 is a question as well. Do you put Ramazani in? It's very hard to fit Ramazani in this situation because Solomon and Ramazani both play the best off the left. So that's a very hard thing. Do you want to move Solomon to the right where he's less effective? Or Ramazani on the right where he'll be a bit less effective than he is on the left as well? Or do you just go Solomon and James on the right, and then you put Aronson in the middle. Aronson's a question mark because maybe you play Ramazani in the middle instead. But I just think we miss a lot without Aronson in there, especially his pressing and how he just, you need that with Pirro up front, who I think will start up front Pirro. So my front four, I think, will stay the same. It's going to be Solomon, Aronson, James, and Pirro. My front four will stay the same, but I wouldn't be upset if Ramazani starts. He's the only one I can see coming in. He's the only one I can see coming in and starting is Ramazani. But yeah, let's go for a score prediction. I think it's going to be a very tight game, but I think we're actually going to win this game 1-0. It's going to be a very tight 1-0 game. And I'm going to say the goal scorer is Solomon, and he makes up for that slip at Elland Road that cost us the game in the end. And when we lost 1-0, I think he's going to make up for that and give us a lovely 1-0 win. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.